What's going on? You are tuned into Kick 'em Pick 'em Gambling Show brought to you by TwoFootTalk. I am your host. They call me Young Leg. With me, as always, Mr. BurrOaks himself. Oaks, what to do?
Oh, man, just very entertaining, very exciting match. Inter comes away with a draw. You absolutely love to see it. And the glazing of Yamal is completely out of control.
Yeah, I'm here to face the music because somebody was like, yeah, should I take Lamal to score assists? And I was like, you know what? I'm going to bite the bullet. Fuck this kid. He's not going to do anything today. He scored. It was a sick goal, too. In my defense, I did give you guys a 3-leg parlay that hit. So,
Facts.
Told you not to take the plus 140, but then gave you a plus 320. Give and take there, people. Also, it's just really sad that for my fuck yous, I have to talk shit on a teenager now. I was really trying to avoid it for a couple of years, but now it's just I'm gonna now just put on straight hater stats for the people that are glazing. But we'll get to all of it. If you were with us earlier today, it's one of those ones where I'm happy to be wrong about there being goals because as soon as Barca scored a second, I was like, oh, they said fuck defense. Let's get it popping. I'm here for this, especially as a neutral that just took a bunch of player props. My under 2.5 died in the first half. I don't even care. Thank you for letting it. That's just one of those bets where you're just like, this game's going to suck, isn't it? Let me bet on it to suck. And then it's good and you're like, oh, well.
Oh, no. Oh, shit. Are there goals here? What a shit.
I'm going to watch this banger.
Yeah. No. Did Thuram score less than 60 seconds into the match? Fuck me, I guess.
Lautaro Martinez. Thriller. So I just want to get out there where every time I hear people talk about Lautaro Martinez and his Ballon d'Or performances and anything, and then I have to watch him for 90 minutes, he's always shit. Always shit. Always. But anyway, we're going to get into it. Fuck yous. So believe it or not, Lamine Yamal is my first one. Hey, man. What the fuck? All I really want to say is that his haircut looks really stupid, and I will not let anyone tell me that it looks cool. And
it looks like fucking shit, dude.
This might be a generational gap. Like maybe I'm too old to understand what looks cool, but that shit looks dumb as hell. I don't even like the dye that he used. It's like mustard yellow rather than being blonde. It looks
worse than when Justin Timberlake used to fucking bleach his hair and have it curly at the same time with gel.
Like, we made fun of Ronnie for his noodle hair. This shit genuinely looks like ramen noodle. This shit, like, it's just, oh, man. It looks like Daffy Duck's beak on top of his head. Like, it just looks like shit.
Or like a homeless dude's dreads attempt. Like, it's so bad.
Yeah, so, again, it's just a shame that now I'm going to have to talk shit on this teenager. Does he deserve it? Probably not. But at the same time, kind of.
No, he does. Because if he didn't deserve it, he'd shut the fuck up.
I have never seen, mind you, he's backing it up, so keep it like he can talk all he wants, and I'm just gonna sit here getting more upset about it and getting more frustrated. But also, I've seen this all happen before. I've seen the coming of Messi happen twice now. I've seen Ansu Fati do it. I saw Puig do it. I see Gavi trying to do it, and he still hasn't made it back. So when I see Lamine Yamal, the youngest to 100 matches, I'm just kind of like, damn, you guys have already ran this man for 100 matches. He is only 17 years old. How has this been working out for you, Barca? So I'm not wishing any injuries onto him. And maybe he's a freak of nature. Maybe he's LeBron James. He's not going to get hurt until he's 30-something. Maybe he takes that good care of his body. But based off Barca's track record, I'm a patient hater. I'll sit here and wait. I will wait for that. But what I will say that are facts, your haircut looks stupid. You take a hell of a lot of shots for a guy that's only known for his creative shit. And he went 1 for 10 on crosses today. Just saying. 1 for 10. And anyone that comes to me and telling me about, oh, dribbles completed, 1, that's a fucking loser stat. And 2, how many attempts? Because they're like, yeah, he led in dribbles completed. And I'm like, yeah, but he also doubled everyone else in attempts. Like when they compared the Vinny number for season-long completed dribble attempts, he has like 700 more attempts. And I'm just like, God, why do we just look for these stupid stat pads for this 17-year-old to make me hate him even more. But again, if he didn't play for Barcelona, he would be very fun to watch. Unfortunately, he does, and he's a cocksucker. So fuck that guy. My next one, which has nothing to do with it, is Norwich Middlesbrough, and just I bet both teams to score, and then it was 0-0, and I was awake in the morning, and you wasted my entire morning. So, where the people that were saying Barca was going to roll over Inter, I don't remember hearing anyone say that. Who said that? Wait, hold on, Fernando, didn't you say that?
Patches sure did.
Oh, well, he doesn't count as a human.
That's true. He is a fucking loser.
Keeping it in England. Brighton, you made me look stupid. Now the worst part is that after listening to Oaks and all of his stats, I was like, fuck, they are gonna fucking tie, aren't they? But I was just like, you know what? No, fuck West Ham. I don't like them. Brighton's gonna swing sooner or later. I'm gonna try to catch it here. Didn't work.
It did. It did actually. They did
Well,
win that. They did win that game at the death in stoppage time with like 30 seconds left to play, and it made me want to kill myself. Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, so Brighton just I don't even know. That's kind of just on me at that point. Oh wait, Brighton won?
Yes, they did.
Holy
3-2.
shit.
Yeah, it was tied 2-2. West Ham was even up, and then they choked that game away with
holy
30,
shit! I was mad all weekend.
with 30 seconds left to play in stoppage time. There's a reason that I didn't bring that up.
Holy shit! I marked it as a loss.
Yeah, no, it made me so mad that I thought about just fucking going to lay down in traffic for a while.
All right, Brighton, I take that back. We're cool, Brighton. I definitely thought they tied, and I was pissed. Holy shit! Wow, when was that goal then? Because I swore
it was literally with like 4 seconds left in the game. It was the last fucking offensive action they did before they kicked the ball off. It was terrible. It was terrible.
Wow. All right. I'm sorry to bring that up for you. I'm glad that this is a good
segment. Oh, don't worry. It was going to be on my fuck yous. Yeah. Now at least I can just move on.
All right. Well, my next one's Everton. Just score a goal at home. Yo, fuck Martinez. I might have already said it, but trash. Garbage. Everton, though, couldn't give me one. It was fucking... Now, it's Chelsea. You're at home. Nico Jackson is back. He's Action Jackson. And Cole Palmer's a ghost. You can't give me one? Damn. I wanted to text Nick and be like, yo, Beto scored. What happened, Nick? Nick's got a playoff game also, so he told me he wasn't he was like, yeah, I'm going to Tampa game 5. And I was like, oh, I hope you lose. I don't even know what team he supports.
He supports the Florida Panthers.
Okay, yeah, I hope they lose. Is Stamkos on the Lightning?
He was. I'm pretty sure he got traded.
Oh, shit. All right. I don't know shit about hockey. Moving on. PSG. So, PSG money line at over 1.5 should have been light work, should have been easy. And then they got their shit pushed in by Nice. And it's the 1 week where I didn't tell you guys Leon's back, even though I'm sitting over here screaming, oh, dude, Leon's fucking back. Have you guys been watching Ryan Cherky the last fucking couple months? Because this guy's just doing whatever the fuck he wants. And I need him to go to Newcastle. That's where I want him to go. Somebody said something about him coming to Madrid, and I was like, yo, if Rodrigo leaves and we want to pick up Ryan Cherky and he can earn that fucking spot somehow over Guler and Endrick, I'm here for it. But I just fucking doubt it, and I'd rather watch him in Newcastle instead of watching Murphy play right wing. That's just me. And then my last one's Ancelotti. Doug, why are you making it all more dramatic than it's got to be? What are we doing?
Ancelotti doing nothing. I'll tell you that.
Ancelotti's trying to demand his last year on his contract, even though he's going to get a new job. And Ancelotti's trying to get paid by 2 different places.
If they're not gonna fucking let him off to go do the Brazil job, yeah, you want to
let him off, but he's trying to get a leaving fee. When in reality, hold on, we're paying you to leave to go to it's one thing if you take the leaving fee and you don't have a job already sitting there waiting with the offer verbally agreed to, but you're not going to accept a new job and then be like, oh, yeah, I want all this money because he's trying to get us to pay for his entire last year of his contract.
I mean, we signed the contract. We owe him the money.
If he has another job, he doesn't get the money, though. That's why it fell through.
They're not letting him go to Brazil before Club World Cup.
I mean, they'll definitely get rid of him. They're already talking about putting Solari in for the Club World Cup as an interim manager. What they don't want to do is pay for a full year of a manager that we're not actually using, which I completely understand because we're already in a bunch of contracts when I'm looking at Lucas Vasquez, Zabit Alva, and Vallejo on the bench, who are all also probably not even available. Dash shouldn't even wear my team's kit. And I'm going to have to watch them for the next 2 months. So their unwillingness to fold on a contract is off of their own shitty contract negotiations. Point Hazard. That's all I'm saying. So Ancelotti, after they said, yeah, we're going to keep you on, you're going to be – they were going to pay him that year, but he was going to stay on as like one of their legendary figures, one of the guys that's going to be part of the club still. And then he was just like, oh, actually, I'm just going to go right to Brazil, which would have been cool. But then he asked for all the money still. But it's like, we're not paying you for nothing. So now, again, could just be Ancelotti's agent. Could just be Madrid being like, no, we don't want to pay you anything.
Could just be Barca making up rumors too. Like that's always 100% a possibility that Marca's just out here making shit up because they have to sell a paper today.
My only problem is that I wish Ancelotti would just be like, I am Real Madrid's manager. So I don't know what any of like, just give me one of those bullshit quotes where it's like, well, I'm Real Madrid's manager and we play Celta Vigo this weekend. So that's all I'm worried about. That's all I want to hear him say.
I'm with you.
I don't want to hear him being upset with Perez and Perez being like, I was going to treat you like royalty and there being all this fucking drama. I don't need any of that. I want a fucking trophy. That's it. I don't want any of that bullshit. And our most decorated manager of all time, I'm hoping he can get me one last one. Because I still have the utmost respect for Carlo. I don't need none of this fucking extra drama bullshit. And every time his name gets attached to it, everybody just I've never seen somebody go from one of the best managers of all time to washed as quickly as he did in media Twitter fingers. It's wild.
Yeah, it's a complete mess. If you're new to Madrid, welcome. If you miss a single trophy, though, it's over. Sell everybody. It's over. Shut it down. Turn off the lights. Stop selling jerseys. It's over. We're not doing it. So yeah, it's fucking pathetic. And look, I have faith that most of this is completely overblown and it's all just fucking Marca and the fans talking in circles. And I'm hoping that none of it is really coming back to Carlo or Madrid, because I'll be honest, Madrid looks like fucking shit if they're treating Carlo like this.
Agreed.
And I have no people who call him a fucking old man who has no tactics. I really would then give back all the trophies he won.
It's just funny because when you look at all the teams that he's managed, the only manager to win every single top.
Is he still the only manager to win all top 5 leagues?
Well, yeah, he's also going into another job, like Fernando says it here, where the expectation is to win. And if you don't, you got to go.
Right.
So he's used to that, though, which is why he would
be.
It's
like he wins everywhere he goes.
Agreed.
I don't know. The other fucking, like, it's very, very, like, yeah, dude, did I think Madrid would be better? Sure. Did I also think that Perez should hold a lot of the fucking blame for not buying a single right back, a single center back, or getting any left back help, or keeping Alaba and signing fucking Vasquez again and giving all these old dudes contracts again? That's probably the bigger problem. And it's hard for me to say, well, Carlo needs to play the youth when Carlo's going to get run the fuck out of town for losing 3 games.
I mean, he should have played the youth, though.
Right, so you can play the youth and lose some games that you expect to win and develop the youth and have them be good in the future, or you can play everybody full minutes and only lose like 4 games this season. Hold on. You can't do both.
This is a season where fucking we had no fullbacks and no center backs. So I don't think trusting the youth and putting in Lucas Vasquez, I don't think what you're comparing, I would agree with you most times, but not this season. That was a horrendous decision-making, and I have no reason or have no idea how you would even argue it for Ancelotti. Why Lucas Vasquez? That's why I think that Lucas Vasquez is related to Perez or has some dirt on Perez, because how the fuck is this man getting ticked? Dude, we have a Basque Country Derby? This is crazy.
We do have a Basque Country Derby this weekend.
All right, what else you got?
As far as fuck yous go, let's see. Nottingham Forest score me a fucking goal. Everton score a fucking goal. Jesus Christ, you played Chelsea. I crushed the Wolves game. It would have been cool for Leicester to score. Oh, Aston Villa, fuck you. That was an embarrassment in the FA Cup. Jesus Christ. RB Leipzig getting 4-0 by Frankfurt. That was pretty embarrassing. Barcelona for existing. Toronto FC for putting up like basically no shot. They didn't score a goal at home versus NYCFC, who I don't rate. So that's embarrassing in the MLS. Charlotte can't score a goal at home versus the Revolution, who I guess are starting to be good again. Let me see what happened on Sunday. I am struggling to remember. Italy for fucking up their entire schedule because the Pope died. Like Italy just playing games absolutely whenever because the Pope died. I guess me for being dead wrong about Liverpool Tottenham. Turns out Liverpool did have a little motivation that game. Just a touch. Inter for not scoring against Roma and fumbling 3 games in a row plus the Scudetto, and then doing that to Barcelona. Atalanta could not beat a beverage at home. That's fucking embarrassing. Villarreal playing defense and not letting Espanyol score. That was fucking lame. Monday. Can't remember Monday. Oh, Udinese Bologna ending 0-0. Fuck you. And I know he's not here right now, but last but not least, Lazio beat Parma at home.
I just had both teams to score, so I don't care.
Smart. So yeah, that's all my fuck yous.
So your fuck yous? All
right. I'm happy it's over. I didn't do super well all April. Other than the Isco birthday game. The Isco birthday game bailed me out of a lot of bad bets.
Yeah, that was just like a random, it's Isco's birthday. All right, bet. I'm not even going to look at what the odds are. Give me both teams, or give me to score, assist, shot on target, and Batiste money line. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Love that guy. What a good guy Isco is. I'll never get over that. Did you see Chiringuitos try to get Isco when they did an interview with him, and they like quoted him saying Real Batiste is the biggest club of my life, and he's like, he literally answered. It was like, wait, so you got no wonder nobody does interviews with you, so you ask questions and then make up your own answers and then send them out online. That's disgusting. And then had a bunch of like fact check bullshit on it where they got called out, and then they had to apologize to him. And I was like, why would you do that to Isco? What did he do? Like, why are you like this? Why would you do that?
Trying to backpack them to another European spot.
Right? All right, so we got 2 games to talk about for tomorrow. One is Europa. One is Europa Conference League because I love all the teams involved. So first one we got is Bilbao versus Manchester United Football Club. And I'm going to say their whole name, and I'm going to just say Bilbao because I know it upsets a select amount of you. And fuck y'all. At San Mames, Manu.
You ain't winning.
Manu, how do you really like going into Spain? I feel like there's not a ton of good memories there for you. So I do think this match is going to be awesome just because the way both these clubs play. It does get a little bit sloppy, and they have like masterpieces when I'm watching Sunset, when I'm watching Bruno Fernandes, when I'm watching the Williams brothers, when I'm watching Diallo's apparently back.
Sunset unfortunately came off hurt over the weekend.
Yeah, I know. I'm hoping that was just precautionary for this match.
Yep.
But Bilbao at the San Mames, it's a very tough building to play in, and Manu does not travel very well. Manu's form would not lead me to believe that they're going to go in here and get a result. So I love Bilbao on the money line. The Williams brothers, this is why Nico is still here. I expect Nico to make a big splash here, whether his shot on target number is bettable, whether his score assist number is bettable. I like him for an assist more than I like anything else. On top of he's going to have a ton of space going down that left flank. Manchester United seems to play more of a wingback situation, and Lenny Euro has been getting called out. He's young, but he's a very talented center back, but also coming back from injury. I don't think he's going to be able to keep up with Nico. Inaki Williams on the other side. Luke Shaw's back. Feel like I haven't seen him in years. He looks like Luke Shaw still, which, some people might take that good way. Some people might take it a bad way. I'm just going to say he's Luke Shaw. It's gonna be a tough game. It's gonna be a rough watch. I don't think there's gonna be like beautiful football happening. I just know it's the type of football I can get into.
If Cass starts, I'm taking him for a shot on target for
Taking
sure.
him for a card if he starts.
Yeah, easy card.
Him and if De Galarreta also starts, easy card.
Yep,
very easy. Like unless the ref is known for just never giving out cards, that's the only way they wouldn't get booked.
And they still probably find a way to get booked because they hate each other. Yeah, it's Bilbao all day here at home. Like I said, watch and make sure, see if Sanset's healthy and ready to go. It looked like just some cramping in his hamstring when they subbed him off, and leg is correct. It does look like they were just trying to make sure he's 100% fit for this game because Sanset actually makes penalty kicks and is pretty good. So yeah, I would look for that. But other than that, I think leg kind of hit everything else I was looking for.
Oh my God, Fiorentina play. Oh man, did I put that game on here?
Fiorentina versus Betis.
Yeah, I did. Real Betis versus Fiorentina. So this is going to fuck me up for the weekend because I'm going to end up taking both these teams on the weekend too because I love both these teams. On top of this might be one of the best kit games of all time. It would be even better if they were both Kappa still.
Yeah.
That's how you know it would be just straight elite kit game out there. But the green and the purple you can't go wrong with. They're just two classic footy kits. Classic in Italy, classic in Spain. Beautiful to see in a European match. It'll be even better under the lights. Nice and dark, even you know how it goes. It gets magical, guys. I love Betis at home here. I think I'm just going to take both teams to get a result at their respective stadiums. No Isco, no disco. So take back everything I say. If there's no Isco for any weird reason, maybe he gets a stomach bug, something goofy happens where Isco wouldn't play. That is the only way that I will not be betting on Betis. Other than that, usual Betis stuff. Isco props, Anthony props. Johnny Cardosa, if you're interested in a better shot on target number. Real Betis, get the fucking Fiorentina bullshit out here. Wow. All right. It's like that. But yeah, I don't know. It's to me, we'll see how Betis travels to Italy for this matchup here. I think the second leg is going to be a little bit more interesting.
I agree with you. I think Betis win here at home. I like Isco to score assist, Anthony to score assist. Johnny Cardosa is having himself a hell of a second half of the season. It's weird how, and even Chucho Hernandez is scoring now. It's like, yo, if you continue to put good pieces around Isco, he just continues to elevate everybody else's play. It's weird when you do stuff like that. So, yeah, I like Betis here. I think they roll. Fiorentina can get a goal. This Betis defense isn't very good, but they don't need to be when you're scoring like 3 goals a game at home, especially. So I can see both teams to score if you wanted to get involved in that, but I like Betis at home here.
Also, I wouldn't hate looking at De Gea props if you can get them, like get a goalkeeper tips.
Yeah.
De Gea back in Spain. I don't know about the exact links to him and Betis, or if he has any bad blood, or if he loves them, or anything like that. But you got a Spaniard back in their home country, they usually end up showing out. Gunnar Jakob, yo, what up, dude? What's going on? Those are my 2 Thursday games, though. So moving on, we're going over to England. He said, "Fuck PSG." You're too late, man. Also, they made me a hefty amount of money, so I don't know.
Yeah, it actually sounds like you mean fuck Arsenal.
Yeah. I don't know if I can agree with you on that one.
Yeah, because like PSG won the game.
Yeah. Anyway, we're going over to England. We'll get to Arsenal in a little bit. First one I got is Man City versus Wolves. I think this is a Friday game. And the only reason that we're really talking about it is because Man City's trying to get back in the top 4. They're getting the results. And Wolves has been balling. And I genuinely mean that. They've been balling.
They have been. They're scoring a shit ton of goals.
Yeah, I love the both teams to score number. I love it's at minus 125, which I think is a little bit disrespectful. I expect to see Cunha show the fuck out. Oh my God, Botafogo is Brazilian Cup's on, and there's a couple like layup fucking picks for away teams that are just way better than the home teams. For me though, Cunha has to like actually show out against these teams because he's trying to get paid. He's trying to get to a club where he can go actually win some shit. And if fucking Man City doesn't look like one of the prime clubs that would go and grab him, I don't know what does. I'm looking at all Cunha's shot props, both teams to score. Vardiol just to attempt a shot has been very religious bet for me as well. I also think Nunez on the other side is going to get involved, and I'm gonna take a long shot on to score assist from him in this one. But I'm looking for goals here. Apparently, Erling Haaland is back in training as well. I doubt he'll be playing, but don't be surprised if he comes in and gets some bullshit time. And he's the type of dude that'll get like 15 minutes of bullshit time and somehow score. Cunha.
I love both teams to score here. Minus 122 over on Bet Rivers. Man City, sure, they kept a clean sheet against Nottingham Forest, who put in a bunch of backups and didn't care about the FA Cup because they're trying to finish in a European spot in the league.
It'll be real funny when they don't even get the European spot.
I don't care.
I care.
I know you do. You've been raging on that since fucking January.
It'll make me laugh a whole lot. Oh, look, you choked right at the end. How English of you. Moving on. Aston Villa versus Fulham.
If I have to look at Chelsea in the Champions League next year, I'm going to fucking riot, dude. How the fuck does England get 5 Champions League spots? That league is shit. Like, unadulterated shit.
I don't know. I'm not even going to sit here and act like I know how the coefficient works because our league literally won last year and it just didn't give a shit. So, Aston Villa versus Fulham. I'm hoping Aston Villa is just going to go into overdrive here and try to earn back that Champions League spot because they showed that they can compete in the Champions League. And I'd like to see them back there again. Same with Newcastle. I want to see them back there again. There's a lot of teams like Chelsea, like Oaks is saying, that it's not that I don't want to see them there, which is also true, but they just don't deserve it. You shouldn't get to just throw $300 billion at your shit team that wasn't even that bad. You just can't figure out any sort of identity for your club. And then the Aston Villas of the world that have stuck with their manager, found guys at work, doing their fucking thing, earning their spots, doing it consistently.
Not spending money they don't have.
$200 million in the winter, and then you're like, yeah, you know what? We are going to get 5th place, and we're going to be in the Champions League. That's fucking bullshit to me. So,
yep.
I'm hoping Aston Villa is going to run here. Aston Villa at home is usually a pretty easy bet for me. I'm looking at Aston Villa money line over 1.5 to get a better number. And I know Fulham's just going to fuck it up for me somehow because that seems to be what Fulham always likes to do. So,
yeah, I'm right there with you. I like Villa on the money line for all the reasons you said. They're sitting in European Conference League spot right now, so it's time to turn on the Jets and win these final few games. Villa team total over 1.5, sitting at minus 130 as well over on Caesars. If you like Fulham to get a goal, then I really like both teams to score an over 2.5 as well.
All right, moving on. Chelsea versus Liverpool. So Chelsea's got to give Liverpool the guard of honor, and it's Chelsea versus Liverpool. So I'm going to blindly bet a Salah goal because he hates Chelsea, and they have to give him a guard of honor. And it would just be hilarious to watch Mo Salah. I might bet him for a hat trick.
I'm going to bet that he doesn't play.
Why not?
Because he's Mo Salah, and they haven't given him a contract, and they won the league. So why would he play?
Because they're getting a guard of honor, and he has goal bonuses still. and match starts that he has to hit.
I mean, I would much rather have no injuries and have Liverpool on the hook for, are you going to pay
I'm
me
just letting you know that if he doesn't play for Liverpool, he's getting paid. Even if he's hurt, he'll go to Saudi. They paid Neymar to play 4 games.
That's true. They did pay Neymar
Like he's
to
gonna
play
get
4
if
games.
it's just for money, he's gonna get.
They did give Neymar a private plane to play 4 games.
Yeah, so like there is money for Salah wherever he wants to go. If he wants to be like, you know what, I'm gonna save the Chicago Fire for some reason because European superstars like to randomly say that, he might go do it. But at no point is Arne Slot gonna be like, all right, we have the guard of honor. Mo, I know we didn't give you a contract extension yet. You probably don't want to play, do you? He's a fucking professional athlete, and there's still money on the table. So yeah, he's probably gonna play. And it's Chelsea. He fucking despises them.
That's true. I guess it is the London derby. It's a meaningless London derby, though. Both of these teams fucking suck.
Did he actually sign the contract? I thought that was Virgil.
Yeah.
Did Mo Salah actually sign the contract?
Yeah, I didn't see him tweet a whole fucking video about it with his shirt off sitting by the pool, so I'm assuming he didn't.
I don't know. Sky Sports said that he signed something. Mo Salah, Liverpool forward, commits future to club by signing new deal to stay at Anfield until 2027. He signed a 1-year deal. He's signed until 2027. So he essentially wants to get his World Cup spot, hopefully, and then bounce.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. This game's gonna fucking suck. I'm probably not even gonna watch it. Chelsea money line at the bridge plus 120.
Oh, fuck that, man. Wait, plus 120?
Plus 120.
That's what their money line is? So they're favored over Liverpool right now.
Yep.
Oh, no. No, yeah, see, you know.
Liverpool's not going to play anybody, dude. There's no reason to.
They're getting a guard of honor.
Who gives a fuck?
The fucking players that just played 30 fucking games to get it.
Yeah, they're tired and they want to go home.
They got nothing else to play for besides going and getting more money.
They haven't had a day off in 2 years.
Bro, when they put all their starters into this game, well, I don't know why the starters would just be like, hey, backups, yeah, enjoy our guard of honor for winning the Premier League. And Mo Salah is not going to play when Chelsea has to give him a guard of honor.
Look, man, what it says to me by the numbers is not a single fucking person in Liverpool's starting 11 is stepping on that pitch. They're going to put Darwin Nunez in, try and up his sale value. They're going to put in everybody they're trying to sell this summer. The numbers make it look like Liverpool folded this game. They don't care. They're going to play nothing but backups. And if that's what happens, give me Chelsea on the money line. If that's not what happens, I'll make an adjustment that day. I don't give a fuck on a Wednesday. This game sucks.
I will be fucking stunned if Liverpool's just like, all right, we're done, cool, and doesn't play.
I mean, that's what you do when you win the fucking Premier League with 5 games left, right?
Not really. Who's the last team that did that?
What's the point of playing? You won the league.
For all the contract incentives. You have to play a certain amount of
organizations just pay those out.
A certain percentage of games, start a certain percentage of games, get this many goal contributions, this many wins. The more you actually play,
right. Good teams just pay those out after you win the league, and then they let the youth develop.
And then when Nike is like, yo, why aren't you playing? Why aren't our cleats fucking out there? We gave Mo Salah cleats for his second Premier League title to wear and shit like that. They get money for that too. They have plenty of incentive to still play. If their incentive is just, I've made enough money, why the fuck you sitting so long for your contract deal? Like, I know they want to get paid. I will genuinely be stunned if Salah's like, you know what? Nah, I'm cool. I don't want to get this guard of honor from Chelsea, this club I fucking despise.
He'll be there. Whether or not he puts on his boots and laces them up and gets on the pitch is a different thing.
They just got a bag from Adidas. Probably they're the fucking Premier League winners. So I assume that they're going to go out and continue to earn more money. I bet you LeBron's not going to invest in them anymore now. Last English game, we got Arsenal versus Bournemouth, and I'm taking Bournemouth on a double chance because Arsenal don't give a fuck about the Premier League, and now they got to go to Paris, and they already aren't doing very well in the Premier League to begin with. So that's my only thoughts on this game.
That's exactly what I wrote down. Give me Bournemouth plus 0.5 on the Asian handicap. Arsenal don't care.
Watch your fucking mouth. They got a lot of Champions League for sucking dick. Just put it that way. Because if you just want to add us and Bayern trophies together, that's what Adidas got. Moving on. España. Es no fútbol.
Es la Liga.
It's La Liga. Real Madrid versus Celta Vigo. Arsenal's already eliminated. It's fucking 1-0. That's literally a penalty kick.
I actually kind of agree with Fernando.
Oh, no,
there.
I 1,000% agree, but I'm not going to say it. It's fucking 1-0.
You're right.
We're going to come back down 3-0. It's 1-0. I'm going to assume that you meant to put Evan Nielsen.
Yeah.
This says Ev Nelson, which sounds like a professional wrestler to me, or like a wrestling move. It's like, hold on, I'm going to Ev Nelson this bitch. Anyway, Real Madrid versus Celta Vigo. So, Rudiger is now, well, he was suspended either way, and he got knee surgery, which he needed for, I don't know, the last 9 months.
The entire year.
Yeah, which makes like our board look like even bigger dickheads because they knew about that, and Ancelotti asked for a midfielder and defenders, and they just said, nah, we're good. Yeah. That's why when they go, I don't think I want to pay the 58 million release calls for Hoistin. It's just like, you cheap fucks spent 100 mil on Hazard. He had 1 year left on his contract. You fucking idiots.
Right.
But I'm taking both teams to score. Probably take Madrid money line, both teams to score to get a good number. Or if you want to play it safe, both teams score over 2.5. I think there's goals in this one. And I know there ain't defense.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I like the both teams to score in over 2.5, especially with what our back line's going to look like. I hope Madrid win. They should win.
They should win. They should definitely
defense
win.
Isn't that good? It's at the Bernabeu.
Yeah.
Number wasn't outstanding, though, so it's tough to tell you to play.
I also think Arda Guler's just going to play the rest of the season, and I'm going to be fucking torching all the Arda Guler props. That guy's the man.
Yep.
Moving on, we got a Basque Country derby, and then I'm done in Spain because the Spanish slate is fucking garbage.
Sure. I mean, there's games that aren't necessarily worth talking about, but good numbers.
Real Betis money line if they don't do shit in the middle of the week. Other than that, I don't agree.
You mean Bilbao?
No, I'm saying that's the other game that I thought looked bettable, but I don't want to talk about.
Oh, okay. Atleti versus Alaves, but yeah,
I do have Atleti on my board if we're being completely transparent. They are on
I like Bilbao on the draw no bet here, plus 120. It's a Basque Country derby. They will get up for a game versus Sociedad. They fucking hate each other. I believe Bilbao won 3-0 in the reverse fixture at San Mames.
Sociedad is just not very good, and I'm not going to keep.
No, they're not.
Oh, they'll be better, and like they're still a top 6 team in Spain. Spain is on a downward right now. Like besides Barcelona, who are cheating and doing well, I will keep bringing up how Dani Olmo and Kubarsi are not actually registered for that team, but continue to play. Everyone else in Spain, they're fucking broke, and they just aren't doing well. So on top of that, when you have the Madrid also not doing well, and they fucking add Mbappe to a European champion. Everyone just looks like shit. Bilbao, the only thing bad I'll say about them for this one is they don't travel all that well. But true. It's a Basque Country derby, so they're not leaving the Basque Country, and they are the Basque Country ballers. They do it the best. They know what they're doing.
Facts.
Moving on. I love the Italian slate, talking-wise. Look at the first game I got for you. Parma versus Como.
Yep.
This is the most both teams to score game I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yep.
Throw
the over 2.5 in there too. Fuck it.
I was about to say I want to be bold enough to say Como money line of both teams to score. I don't know if I am for a Como away game. If this was at Como, 1,000% I'm in. Parma did just get a result against blanking.
Lazio.
So they are capable of it. They're capable of making it into a match 2-2 game. That's kind of tough in Italy if your name's not Atalanta. So. Como, I would love to see them get the win here, and I'd love to see Nico Paz have a goal contribution because I keep blindly betting that, and he's my dog. But Parma's been fighting tough, so The only thing I am confident about is both teams to score. Whatever else you want to sprinkle on that, get it popping. Como to score first. Why the fuck not? I don't think that one either. But I don't know if I'm rolling the dice on it. That's kind of like taking Como money line with both teams to score.
I would love another 2-2 draw here because I want Parma to keep getting points to stay up. I like Parma in Serie A. I like their kits. And they're on 32 points above Lecce and Venezia. So I hope they can come away with a point here. But yeah, I like both teams to score. I like the over 2.5.
All right, next one I got. Roma versus Fiorentina. This is another just classy Italian football kit game. I'm taking Fiorentina on a double chance because I've been rolling with Fiorentina for the entire season, and I do not respect Roma. And I think that Roma win over Inter is greatly inflating their price. So if you want to be
Thuram that game, by the way, guys.
I think Moise Keane's going to torch Roma. I don't think they have an answer for Moise Keane. Unless they're really good in an offside trap, I don't think they really have an answer for Moise Keane. So if Moise Keane doesn't play, I won't be as confident, but I will still end up taking Fiorentina on a double chance.
Oh, I can't talk myself into Roma money line, but I will continue to remind people Roma haven't lost a game since winter break.
Yeah, give me my double chance, bro. That's fine. I'm cool with a 1-1 draw. That's fine.
That sounds about Roma's speed.
All right, biggest trap game I got of the weekend. Bologna versus Juventus.
Both of these teams suck.
I hate both of them, and I don't trust either of them. I will say the only thing that will – and this is going to sound very Diani-ish of me. If Vlahovic doesn't start, I lean Juve. But
he's ass.
At the same time, I feel like Bologna is the type of team that he would run it up on because they're seen as not as good as like the traditional top 6 in Italy.
Bologna couldn't score against Udinese on Monday. Fuck them.
Yeah, this is going to end up being a Juve 1-0 win, isn't it?
Or another 0-0 draw.
They love those too. They do love those also. All right. Moving on. We're going to Germany, and I have one decent match and one that's just to piss you off. So the first one we got Leipzig versus Bayern Munich. So we don't trust Leipzig away. Don't really trust them at home. They're playing Bayern Munich, and I think is this for Bayern to clinch?
I thought Bayern already clinched. If it's not, then it's a disrespectful price. They're only like minus 154.
Oh wait, did they already clinch?
That's the only reason I could think that Bayern away was almost fucking a playable number.
Wait, let's see. How many games they have? 1, 2, 3. Oh, they only have 3 games left? Well,
yeah,
I guess
I remember they only played 36 over there.
Yeah, this would technically be to clinch.
Okay.
Because Leverkusen is 8 points off.
It's probably why tie is kind of heavy. I don't know. But yeah, Bayern being huge or not, but very skinny favorites here on the road in a clinch game is strange for me. Leipzig fucking suck, by the way. They took a red card and lost 4-0 to Frankfurt.
Where it's just another game where I'm like, Bayern's about to clinch, and they have nothing else going on. They don't have a cup. They don't have a Champions League. I don't know why they wouldn't just go, hey, remember when we ran this league for over a fucking decade?
Yeah, Bayern in over 1.5 feels like a layup.
All right, and moving on to the game that's going to piss off Oaks, we have Dortmund versus Wolfsburg. So, I trusted Dortmund. I then talked shit on Dortmund because they gave up a late goal, but then they scored again. So that never happened. I never said anything bad about them. Pretty cool guys. Dortmund's hot. How's Wolfsburg fucked this up for me?
You want to be with Dortmund as minus 400 favorites?
I want to be with Dortmund to have a controlled win where both teams are probably going to score, and there's going to be more than 2.5 goals.
Yeah, I'm probably going to, like, if you're giving me a fucking fat spread on Wolfsburg, like plus 1.5, plus 175, plus 2, probably going to take Wolfsburg here.
Because the flip fixture, it was 3-1.
Yeah, nothing.
I'm
nothing,
really hoping that happens again.
nothing about Dortmund says we should be minus 400 favorites at home. You're bad. You're bad at football.
They're 9-3-3 at home. They've only lost 3 matches.
You're correct, and I've watched them get most of those losses and draws. They're not minus 400 favorites at home. Period.
Wolfsburg, not that bad away. 7
Correct.
wins, 3 draws, 5 ties, 5 losses. Not that bad. They always let up a goal. that's the positive.
They sure do.
They'll definitely let a goal up. But give me Leipzig to score first and fuck the rest of the game. You're bugging. I'll be honest. You're fucking bugging. You better hope for a fucking own goal. I have one really fun game to end it also.
Okay.
We got Rangers Celtic. It is a
Ooh.
7 a.m. game for the weekend.
The Catholics versus the Protestants.
Rangers are on a hot streak. Rangers, they even went down 2 and came back to win 3-2 in the last matchup. And then the one before that, they busted their ass 3-0, I'm pretty sure. So Rangers is on back-to-back games where they put up 3 goals. Tell me why I shouldn't take Celtic in and under right now.
Kasper Schmeichel is still their goalie, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Is that the only reason?
I mean, seems like a pretty good one to me.
It's fair enough. It's just shocking to me how Rangers is always able to get like Celtics number like this when Celtics is beating the shit out of they're up in their league. So the league right now, the championship group, they have 84 points, right? Celtic, 84 points. Rangers is in second with 67.
Oh, that's tough.
It's almost a 20-point difference between first and second.
We all watch Celtic get baptized in like every single UCL game too.
Are these games tonight?
No, this is the weekend preview. We already did some stuff for like tomorrow, but yeah, soccer.
Well, anything else to bet tonight is the Brazilian Cup. The game started at 8:30, and I would probably just take every single away favorite. That's my only advice.
Yeah, it's Grêmio, Corinthians, and Bahia. So
yeah, that's my advice. If you need to gamble tonight on soccer, that's my advice. You're also looking at somebody who's sweating out a fucking Palmeiras 1-0 lead right now against fucking Seattle, where Palmeiras are like the league champ. I don't know what the fuck's going on here. They need to get the shit together a little bit. I don't know why I'm sweating this shit out. For the fucking league winners from like the last 3 years, it feels like they either won the Copa Libertadores, the Cup, or the fucking league. But you're only up 1-0, and I know something's gonna happen in the 90th minute and fuck me over. So, I need to be talked out of an under in this game strictly because I think one's due. That's my argument for it.
I don't hate that. I mean, yeah, this is a big rivalry here. This is a derby for sure. So
I just can't get over how it's at 7 a.m. and I was like, oh, I'll be awake. Cool. Do we want any stats for this? Like, what's Celtics away stats looking like? Oh, they have 3 away losses and 2 draws. That's tough for Celtic when you're 15-1-1 at home. Yo, how did Rangers beat their dude? Half of their goals allowed at home were to Rangers.
That sounds about right. That game was in between Champions League stuff.
But that just makes it so much more difficult for me to just be like, hey, man, this is going down and using stats. And if I wanted to sound smart, because it's really just like, but they didn't play a game in the middle of the week, so they might just beat your ass. And then if I say it like that, then that's why I can't be on CBS because I don't have stats. You know what I mean? And then I got to listen to Micah Richards fucking screaming. Who do you like more? Me or Jamie? Fucking.
Hey, at least we know who's on Celtic, unlike Micah Richards.
That's also fair enough. All right, those are all the games I have for you. Oaks, anything else to add in?
Do you want me to run through MLS shortly?
Sure.
Actually, one more in Germany. Freiburg versus Leverkusen. Leverkusen money lines plus 125. Frimpong shot on target is plus 120.
Here for it.
Let's talk some MLS real quick. I only have 4 games. Atlanta versus Nashville. Both teams to score over 2.5. Nashville just blessed the Chicago Fire with like 6 goals, and I'm pretty sure Mukhtar had a hat trick, if not like 5 goal contributions. So, Atlanta is not great, but they are very good in the dome at home on the fast pitch. I like both teams to score over 2.5 there. Fire versus Orlando. The Chicago Fire aren't good. Triple G coaches them. They do score goals, though. So both teams to score at minus 160 is pretty juiced, but I like Orlando on the draw no bet. Best team on the road in the MLS for like 3 years running. So give me Orlando on the draw no bet there, plus 100. San Jose versus Portland. That's both teams to score over 2.5. Neither of them playing fucking defense. King Josef Martinez is balling the fuck out again. Had a cracker of a goal for San Jose over the weekend. And then SKC taking on the LA Galaxy. Both teams to score over 2.5. That's it. 4.
Oh, hold on. Do you want me to do this?
Sure.
Yeah, guys. I don't know if you know this, but the Brazilian League's back. If you need anything to blindly bet without watching a single match, and it's on late when usually the NBA is on, but you get bored of watching the NBA. Friday night, Sao Paulo versus Fortaleza. Both teams to score, minus 105. Saturday, 8 o'clock, Bahia versus Botafogo. Both of them playing midweek. Both of them don't like playing defense. Now, Botafogo have been struggling on offense a little bit. I like Bahia a little bit on that, but I'm still going to take both teams to score. You know who's really fucking struggling is Fluminense and Corinthians, where I'm not even going to tell you to take Corinthians versus Internacional, both teams to score. If I tell you anything, I'm going to say, is Ener Valencia starting? Take him for a goal.
Yep.
Gremio versus Santos. Santos hates playing defense, but Neymar's on their team, so they play offense. Neymar is hurt, but there's plenty of other players that can get you a bucket. Suarez is still up front for Santos. Gremio is not a good team right now. I like both teams to score in that game as well. That is on Sunday at 3 o'clock. And then my favorite is Cruzeiro versus Flamengo, 5:30 game on Sunday, both teams to score. Flamengo already balling. You already know what it is. Flamengo, ride or die. We're fucking out here. So, shout out Vinny Jr. All right, let's get into the Golden Booty. So, I feel like we got kind of fucked last week with the Golden Booty.
We did.
You had to pick French League, and I had to pick the German League. So, it just felt like a massive fuck you. I don't know if anyone else felt that way when they were watching, where they're like, damn, we got to watch them pick League One and fucking Bundesliga. This sucks. It was to the point where I was like, I'm about to not even put them back on because we had to pick them last week. But that's cheap, and I won't do that. I already get accused of cheating in the wheel, and I won't actually do it. So I'm going to let Oaks go first. Let's get it.
Move with the rhythm. Shake it up, stop when the clock hits 13. Sing 1, 2, 3, 4. Cut.
Give me Isak at plus 135.
Ooh, it's a plus sign?
Yep.
Who are they playing? Brighton?
Yes. Away.
Yeah, like that matters.
Move with the rhythm. Shake it up, stop when the clock hits 13.
Here we are. Look at that. We both got tolerable leads.
I won't lie to you. I really want to take Nico Pass, but I also really want to take Sauce. Because in my head, I'm thinking
is coming off a brace.
Sauce is playing Lecce. Lecce, Sauce. Seems like even more Sauce in my head. It feels like it picked itself. So I'm going to go mix Sauce.
Nice.
All right. Let me just run through my 15 and we'll get the fuck out of here. I haven't gone over 500 in the last 2 weeks, guys. It's pretty bad. I think I went 7 and 8 last week.
I got 13 and 9.
What?
Went 13 and 9.
You did 22 picks last week?
I mean, that's what I put on Twitter. So
I was going to say, I was like, I zoned the fuck out because I don't know what the fuck you're saying. All right, I got Atleti money line at Alaves plus 110. I think it's an awesome number. And Atleti, even though we didn't talk about the game, this is why I don't talk about the games, but I will still bring it up. Masterclass of content. You're welcome. Madrid, Celta Vigo, both teams to score minus 160. I'm not even overthinking it. I just want to see a ball go through a hoop.
Yep.
Real Betis money line at Espanyol. It's plus 125. Bilbao, draw no bet at Real Sociedad. I got it at plus 110. Nottingham, Brentford, both teams to score minus 160. I didn't have the balls to take a double chance, and I don't want to take Nottingham on the money line for that low. Wolves plus 1.5 at Man City is minus 130. I do think City's going to win, but I just think Wolves are going to keep it close, even if it happens in the last second. City, Wolves, both teams to score minus 125. Bournemouth, double chance at Arsenal, minus 145. West Ham, Spurs, draw. Just straight up draw. I'm going for it. Plus 265. It's at West Ham. Parma, Como, both teams to score over 2.5, plus 110. Lazio, money line at Empoli, minus 120. Bounce back game for Lazio. Fiorentina, double chance at Roma, plus 115. Sao Paulo, Fortaleza, both teams to score, plus 105. Cruzeiro, Flamengo, both teams to score, minus 105. And Vasco da Gama, Palmeiras, both teams to score, minus 110. And then my parlay is Parma, Como, both teams to score, Flamengo, money line, and Bilbao, draw no bet.
Nice. I'm going to go Nottingham versus Brentford, both teams to score, minus 145 on Caesars. I'm going to go City Wolves, both teams to score, minus 122 on Bet Rivers. I'm going to go Aston Villa, money line, minus 130 on MGM with the up to early payout. Is this Leicester's last home game? Do you know?
I can check really quick.
Either way, I like Leicester on the money line, plus 130 versus Southampton. If it's their last home get, okay.
They play Ipswich at home also.
Okay, Vardy is 100% going to score in the last home game because they're going to move on from
This
Vardy.
might just be the last chance they have at winning a match.
Yeah, so I also like Vardy to score at plus 180, but just going to move on from there. Arsenal versus Bournemouth. Bournemouth on the double chance, minus 125, Bet Rivers. Newcastle, Brighton versus Newcastle. Give me Newcastle on the money line, plus 130. Brentford versus Man U. Yes, Brentford and Nottingham are playing 2 games this week. So just remember that I said that. I like both teams to score there at minus 140. If that's too much juice, throw the over 2.5 on there. That's sitting at minus 150. Crystal Palace versus Nottingham. Again, give me both teams to score minus 120 there. Nottingham at plus 118 on the draw no bet looks appealing as well. Atleti on the money line. Villarreal versus Osasuna. Give me both teams to score there, minus 135. Las Palmas versus Valencia. Give me both teams to score there at minus 130. Espanyol versus Betis. Give me both teams to score at minus 118. Sociedad versus Bilbao. Give me Bilbao on the draw no bet, plus 120. Freiburg versus Leverkusen. Give me Leverkusen on the money line, plus 125. Empoli versus Lazio. Give me Lazio on the money line, minus 115. Parma versus Como. Give me both teams to score. And then Genoa versus AC Milan. Give me Milan on the money line, minus 115. And then just quickly before we go, because I went over all my MLS picks, I think it's very notable that PSG on the draw no bet's minus 110 versus Strasbourg. And
What do they have to play for?
Even if they rest everybody, they're still better than Strasbourg.
Talk me out of live betting Messi for a goal right now. They're playing in the CONCACAF Cup. They're up 1-0. They need a second goal.
They do need a second goal. I just don't care.
I didn't need for you to care. I just want you to know that Messi's probably going to score. And if he doesn't, he's a fucking loser. So
he's a fucking loser to begin with.
Kind of a win-win for me. If he doesn't score, hey, you're a fucking loser, buddy.
He's a loser off rip.
Ronaldo scored 2 today. I don't know. Kind of a bum move. But no, that's all we got for you guys. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at TwoFootTalk. That's at TWOFootTalk. You will get all the live shows, all the lean sheets, all the links, all the store links. Everything goes right through TwoFootTalk. It will be shared through there. Make sure you get all of our picks and everything else through TwoFootTalk. You can follow me at A Young Leg. You can follow Oaks at BurrOaks77. Links are in the description below. Make sure you also get some drip at tftdrip.com. Get you a BurrOaks hat. Get you some wild gear. Get you something with a pineapple looking dope, with the tree looking dope, whatever other logos that Oaks is also working with. I just always remember him as the dancing tree. It's all at tftdrip.com. We also have some fan gear as well. If you are repping a club and you don't think that we have anything for them, let me know. I'll make you something. Don't even worry about it. tftdrip.com. Oaks, anything to add?
Nope, that'll be it. I'm fucking starving. Long day of soccer stuff today, so that was fun. Won some money. Hit the parlay on the stream, so be sure to like and subscribe.
True that. All right. Appreciate y'all. Fuck what you heard.
Is what you're hearing.
We are 2Foot Talk, and we're out.
Yeah.